Eric Bolling of Fox News has a really strong commitment to free speech, except for when he doesn't. So check out what he said after the Muhammad cartoon incident in Texas.
It's been quite a week for the Constitution when a provocateur flicked her finger on the ear of radical Muslims. Radical Muslim Hood sent 2 thugs to take her out. The good guys with the guns shot and killed the bad guys with the guns. The Second Amendment is alive and well. Thank the good Lord for that. The ensuing debate became how much speech is protected speech. By overwhelming majority, most people agree that no matter how hateful or downright stupid speech is in America, it's protected. The First Amendment still breathing. So, whether it's a cartoon contest that offends radical Islamics or a flag burning that offends patriots or a sculpture that offends Christians, it's speech, it's expression, and it's protected under the First Amendment. Progressives, like Larry Wilmore, push back on the free speech argument, suggesting drawing a cartoon of the Prophet Muhammad goes too far. They say it becomes hate speech or fighting words. They're dead wrong. Free speech is protected no matter how inciting it may be. We're becoming too politically correct. We worry that offending Muslims somehow overrides our own constitutional rights. Remember, over 1 million American men and women have died defending those rights. We need to stop worrying how the rest of the world feels about us. We should make the rest of the world worry how we feel about them, and that includes radical Islam.
I actually agree with all of that. I think that's 100% correct. He said, quote, no matter how hateful or stupid speech is, it's protected. Hear, hear, Eric, I agree. He also said, quote, free speech is protected no matter how inciting it may be. And we know that he's consistent on this, right? It's not like he's going to flip and be against free speech. When it's attacking a group that he likes...
Oh, it's Law Enforcement Week. We talked about that. Check out Westfield, New Jersey High School, one of the art exhibits they have there. Now, you can't really see it, but if we zoom in on a couple of the pictures, this is an art exhibit called Law Enforcement Police Brutality. Now, a friend of mine, a detective from Livingston Police Department, emailed me this. He said the law enforcement community across the country is outraged at this. You know, I get the idea of free speech, but hey, teachers at Westfield, would you do it? Would you put up an art exhibit showing teachers abusing students? I don't think you do it, nor should you have done that. I'd like to see that thing taken down.
Dude, he did that last rant just a few weeks ago. He's just a stupid person. He doesn't have a high IQ. His brain doesn't function well. His brain, in fact, I'm on the verge of saying his brain is broken. But at no point when you were prepping for that segment, I mean, they're on fucking national TV. They prepped for the segment. When you were prepping for the segment, you didn't think at all, and nobody in the room said, dude, yeah. You see, like, just a few weeks ago, you were talking about how free speech is always, no matter how inciting or stupid or hateful the speech is, it's cool, right? But now you're going to say that take it down because it offends me? You do realize that you're the textbook definition of a hypocrite, right? Nobody said anything. Greg Gutfeld, you know, Andrea Tantaros, or whatever the other one's name is, when they're in the meeting in the morning and they're thinking about what they're going to cover. Nobody was like, okay, that hypocrisy, don't do that. They didn't. It escaped all of them. Why did it escape all of them? For something, I think, we talk about this all the time on the show. I genuinely believe that conservatives, many conservatives, definitely ultra-conservatives, they lack whatever thing it is that people have in their brains that allows them to detect when they're, you know, not applying the same standards to themselves that they apply to others. They lack the ability to notice their own hypocrisy. They can't, like, oftentimes with liberals, they can turn, you know, the criticism inward. And they go, instead of me lashing out and telling everybody, oh, what's wrong with you, what's wrong with you, what's wrong with you, how about, what's wrong with me? Let me see what's going on here. Let me see if I could work on myself and fix myself, and are my beliefs consistent? Liberals are more capable of doing that. Conservatives are just like, you know, blame everybody, scream about it, blah, blah, you did, I don't like that, I don't like that. But then when they're guilty of the same thing, then they flip positions completely. And notice, we always talk about how conservatives are more tribal by their nature. You see it happening right here. Because essentially what he's arguing is, but cops, you don't like cops? I know cops. I like cops. Cops are my friend. They're in my inner circle, so you can't speak out against them. I will censor you. But when somebody makes that argument about Muslims, I know Muslims. I like Muslims. They're my friends. They're in my inner circle. You can't make a cartoon of Muhammad. That's fucked up. That's when he's like, of course I can, free speech. So you agree with free speech except for when you don't. If it's attacking a group that you dislike, free speech away. But if it's attacking your people, oh, we must censor you. What a pathetic loser. So in conclusion, my response to Eric Bolling is as follows. Eric, understand this. No matter how hateful or stupid speech is, it's protected. Free speech is protected no matter how inciting it may be. Oh, right. Those were 2 quotes said by Eric Bolling. You just debunked yourself.